of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It will come out to the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Beats get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 29-yard line.
180 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Beats have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 2nd down, Whitfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Pickett. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down now, Whitfield. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
And winds up getting buried for the loss. On second down, Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To the air on first down with Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Whitfield. And the tackle by Kalen Barnes. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game. Pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Pickett to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. This is caught, and in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making the play there.
Time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. Harris will start the drive out.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Now Pickett.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They run for it with Harris. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He'll look to throw.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Beats have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. It certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Pickett now from the gun here. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year as you...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come back in!
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And some room to work. Touchdown! Jalen Nailor, 64 yards. And the Beats use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Pickett back to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett right back to the air again.
Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Off play action, Pickett.
Rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kenny Pickett.
Keeping it himself from 10 yards away.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Nailor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Beats get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Pickett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Za'Darius Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Pickett. Connecting with Johnson. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball. Holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Brooklyn, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7.
I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a